I'm here today to deliver important information about a serious criminal investigation that has been underway for the past 7 weeks. Until today, we have not been able to speak publicly about this investigation because it has been conducted covertly in order to secure and preserve key pieces of evidence. Significant developments that have just occurred mean I am now able to share some details and answer questions. Earlier today, investigators with the Vancouver Police Department's Special Investigations Section arrested 2 serving members of the Central Saanich Police Service. These arrests are part of an active and ongoing investigation into alleged sexual offenses committed by the 2 officers while on duty in Central Saanich and dating back to January 2019. In addition to their arrests, both officers have now been criminally charged. They remain in custody pending bail hearings that are expected to take place momentarily. Details of these arrests may shock many of you. They will reverberate throughout the community in which these officers served and beyond. Allegations like these are deeply corrosive to the public trust police officers depend on to keep their communities safe. To that end, I will tell you how we arrived here today. 7 weeks ago, on October 28th, Central Saanich Police Service asked the Vancouver Police Department to initiate a criminal investigation into 2 Central Saanich officers who allegedly engaged in criminal activity when they had a personal and sexual relationship with a woman they met during the course of their duties. Although the woman was an adult when the alleged offenses occurred, she was in a vulnerable position when she met the officers and when the unlawful conduct occurred. Under my command, a specialized team of sex crime investigators was formed to conduct this investigation, which was overseen by a team commander with training and extensive experience in major case files. From the start of the investigation until today, this team worked to obtain and analyze evidence, to support the victim and witnesses, and to corroborate information about alleged offenses dating back to January 2019. Today, based on the evidence collected to date in this investigation, the BC Prosecution Service approved criminal charges against officers Matthew Ball and Ryan Johnston. Ball, age 43, has been charged with 1 count of sexual assault and 1 count of breach of trust for offenses that allegedly occurred between February 1st, 2019 and October 31st, 2023 in the district of Central Saanich. Under Canadian law, breach of trust occurs when a public officer, including a police officer, intentionally or knowingly commits an act that violates their oath of office or position of trust. Johnson, age 40, is now charged with 1 count of sexual assault for an alleged offense that occurred between February 6, 2020 and March 8, 2020 in the district of Central Saanich. I've been in recent contact with Central Saanich Chief Ian Lawson, and while specific questions about the employment status of these officers should be directed to him, I am able to share the following information with you. Matthew Ball currently holds the rank of sergeant with the Central Saanich Police Service and worked as a patrol officer immediately prior to his arrest. He has served as a police officer with the Calgary Police Service, and he has been with the Central Saanich Police Service since 2016. He served with the Calgary Police Service for approximately 12 years prior to being hired by Central Saanich. We have been in contact with the Calgary Police Service to update them on the status of this investigation, including today's arrests and charges. Ryan Johnson is a constable with the Central Saanich Police Service and currently works in the General Investigations Section. He was hired by Central Saanich Police Service in 2017. There is still much work to do, and there may be things we have yet to learn about these alleged crimes. However, at this time, I can tell you, we do not believe that Mr. Ball and Mr. Johnston acted together when these offenses took place. The current evidence suggests that each officer formed separate, intimate, and inappropriate relationships with the woman at different times after meeting her during the course of their duties. Those relationships led to the alleged crimes for which the officers have now been charged. Before concluding my remarks and taking questions, I would like to speak directly to the woman who came forward several weeks ago to initiate this investigation. You trusted that police would believe you, support you, and investigate these extremely serious allegations with the tenacity that has led to today's arrests. Without your courage, we would not be here today. To all survivors of sexual violence, the choice to seek help from police can be difficult, and I understand that some people choose not to come forward for deeply personal reasons. But please know, despite these allegations, if you do make the decision to seek help from police, no matter who the offender is or what their position in society may be, we are 100% committed to doing everything within our authority to gather the evidence needed to arrest, charge, and hold offenders accountable for their crimes. I hope the information I'm sharing with you today gives you that assurance. Finally, I would like to recognize the Vancouver Police Department investigators who worked on this case and pursued these allegations with objectivity, professionalism, and the understanding that faith in the criminal justice system also requires those within the system to be held accountable when they do wrong. This investigation remains active and ongoing. Although arrests have been made and charges laid, there may be others who have important information to share. A dedicated tip line has been established for anyone wishing to come forward and speak to our investigators about this case. The phone number for that tip line is 604-717-0604. I'm now happy to take questions.